Hello and welcome to my channel. Sorry, I'm still arranging things, don't mind me. Alright, I have a few things that I would like to talk about, and I guess part of that is going to be to do with the Christmas plan that I have. It is the start of Advent, and this video is going out for the start of Advent, so you will be seeing this, and I guess in a way it's the lead up to the Christmas period. This is going on the sticky. I didn't really plan this properly. Alright, I think I'm there. Alright, sorry about that. So, I was out in the backyard this morning, and I was taking photographs of Advent candles. The reason why I was doing that is because we've got 4 weeks till Christmas, and we have then Christmas Day. So in traditional, I suppose, my Irish tradition, I'm bringing a little bit of what I used to have and a little bit of what I have now, what I choose to do, what I don't choose to do. Christmas. Christmas has a wide range of emotions for me. And I will try and work and talk at the same time. I do need to get some goop off the page that I did squash in a few days ago. Alright. Okay, so I'll try and talk and work at the same time, and please take out your whips, do what you like as I chatter about this and then figure out where it's all going to go, and I'll share with you the inspiration I had and maybe a little bit of my reasoning for it. Now, you will have to indulge me slightly, because while it may come across as, the word I think is altruistic, and somebody has said it's such a selfless thing to do, and I'm kind of going, I don't think there's much selflessness necessarily in this. I'm maybe doing it a little bit out of my own Christmas angst. You know what, I'll get there, so don't mind me prattling on. Some of this is really hard for me to talk about. Sorry, I'm waving my finger, not pointing up at anything. Excuse me. I'm probably going to talk with my hands a lot because it's a little bit of a kind of close to home, heart hurting kind of thing. So I was thinking, we had done the DP-a-thon back in October, and I got chatting with a friend, and I kind of had the idea of doing something at Christmas, and I kind of thought, you know, how stupid is that, and seriously, how many hours is it going to take to commit to doing this, and how many people am I going to need to do this, and how big could it be? And I've got a full-time job, and I've got a baby, and I've got kids, and I've got a husband, and all that kind of crap. Have I got any of the time or resources to even think about doing something like this? Well, yeah, me and my screwed up head had a bit of a think, and thought, you know what, I think I need to do this, not just for me, but for other people. Now, the reason for this, and I suppose being the 1st of December tomorrow, Sunday, is that Christmas is now upon us. Thanksgiving is over. Thanksgiving isn't something that I've got in Australia, not something I had in Ireland either, but I will cover off on Thanksgiving in a little bit, so hopefully I don't forget about that one. Excuse me if the butterflies go into full action here. Alright, so the idea I had was, you know what, Christmas, well, let's just bring it back into my yard for a second. Christmas for me is going to potentially look like this. And I don't mean any insult in my current family, and I don't mean any insult in the people around me. This is just how life currently is, crap and all. So my kids are, well, I wouldn't necessarily go as far as saying that they're estranged anymore. When I separated, there were certainly some issues. My eldest boy has decided that he doesn't want me in his life, and he is the one with the stable accommodation, living locally, and my middle boy is off in Sydney. He's starting a new life with a new girlfriend, and he's going to be busy with his Christmas. And then the youngest boy is, I think, potentially going to be moving to his dad's on the mainland soon. And and my daughter is kind of doing her thing potentially with her boyfriend. I haven't made any plans for Christmas yet. It's too far away from the idea of food. Haven't talked to the in-laws because my mother has had a stroke, and her planning and thought process is kind of gone, so I've kind of lost my counsel in a way, which is something that really affects me. I was really starting to enjoy this woman and think of her as mum-in-law, whatever. I loved her to bits, still love her to bits, but she's not the woman she was before her stroke. And while I can say things to her, I don't necessarily know how much she's either understanding. I think she is actually understanding, but she can't necessarily express it back out. So I haven't got the wise counsel I'd had before. So anyway, she hasn't talked to me about Christmas plans that they're doing, and that's fine. Like I said, we're quite a ways out from Christmas, so yeah, I'm not expecting to be a part of my children's Christmas. Their dad will be down, and he will be all over them, monopolizing time and everything like that, and generally being him with his new partner, and I'm not a part of that. It's my choice, I suppose, as well as everything else, but I'm not a part of what used to be the family Christmas. So the eldest boy has taken over my role in a way. Tried to do my things, my recipes, my memories, and at least those memories live on with them. So Christmas for us in our house, well, we're a blended home, and at the moment the youngest child, not Sophie, not my baby that you've seen on camera, but the youngest step, middle, whatever, blended, she goes back and forth to her mum, and this year she is back and forth. She gets here on Christmas evening, and then she's here on Christmas evening for 24 hours. I think that's it. So we either have her Christmas Eve or Christmas evening. for the 24 hours. It's a 5 o'clock turnaround. It's a stupid time. The judge wouldn't really listen when we said how stupid a time it was, because it's either too early to leave or too late for Christmas dinner and family and all that kind of, yeah, anyway. That's another debacle, the judicial system, but yeah. So she's coming after the Christmas morning. Sophie's she's only 21 months, so she's too young to really know about Christmas. I'm kind of thinking, you know, if we put a Christmas tree up, she's just going to annihilate the thing, and yeah, that's all going to be all kinds of fun. She's into everything, and yes, we quite possibly will get the girls to put the Christmas tree up this weekend, because I suppose Christmas really is all about the kids, and I have to get over myself, and that is really, really hard for me, is to get over myself and let them continue to have the memories without having so many mouths to feed. It's really quite hard. I really over cater, and where I really, really over cater is desserts. So yeah, with the whole I don't have my kids, we don't have the other kid for a lot of the day, and I'm kind of thinking, Christmas, I'm over it. Well, take it back to Ireland, and because I have 4 siblings and I have 5 steps, it was never possible to actually all get together, and we all had kids and stuff, so it was never possible to get together on Christmas Day, really. So we started doing Christmas on any other day around the Christmas period. So it could be January, it could be almost into the middle of January when the family would get together. So Christmas kind of became a my young children event, and then just a non-day kind of thing. So thinking about what's happening for this year, I'm kind of thinking, Christmas isn't really a day for me either, sort of. So I kind of thought, you know, who else is in this position, and how would it be if we were to make a place for you to come on Christmas Day when other people are busy and you might not have family to go to, but there are people around the world that can all meet at the same time and can just have a chat, have a coffee, have a tea, have a dessert, have whatever in the same room. So I sent some invites out. I messaged a couple of people. I stewed and ruminated on this idea, and I'm thinking, okay, let's do this, and let's see how ridiculously big it is. Let's see how long it takes Christmas Day around the world to start and to finish. Holy cow. I have conscripted over 37 creators so far. I still need more because there are still more hours in the day, believe it or not. I am starting a premiere marathon, and the idea is it rolls from midnight in New Zealand, which I picked as the first point Christmas Day starts. Christmas Day in New Zealand at midnight, right around the world until Christmas Day midnight, 23:59 midnight, in Hawaii as the other side of the world. And it's taking 47 hours, I think, to do this trip around the world. You know, it's like around the world in 80 days, that kind of task. So that's the ambition. It's a big task, and to be honest, if everyone was in the same communication group, it might be a bit easier, but I've got to keep track of a couple of people who aren't in the same communication group. I'm trying to respect creators' honest, kind of their own thing, their anonymity and wanting to do their own thing. I'm really hoping that you're not able to hear the background noise. It's all getting a bit chaotic here, and I may stop. So I have all of these creators who are all giving me, and you, to be honest, they are all giving you 1 hour of time, and not only 1 hour of time for a WiPnChat, they're giving an hour of time and they're launching it as a premiere. We're scheduling this around the world so that this all happens in sequence. There will be playlists going out and everything else. This is going to be a continuous premiere, and if you have an hour, technically this kind of runs from Christmas Eve to Christmas Day depending on where you are in the world. So depending on where you are, you can join in for as much or as little as you'd like. You can have a chat like you would do in anyone else's live. The only thing is, it's going to be a pre-recorded chat, and the chat is open for you to talk with others in the room. It's about you shooting the breeze. It's about saying hi to people, I guess. It's about sharing how your day is going. If it's not going so well, it's about leaning on each other. I don't know, it's about sharing your Santa gifts. Who the heck could know? I don't know. All we're doing really is making the rooms available to you. 47 plus rooms, whatever it is, 40 plus rooms available to you to be able to meet, to be able to hang out, and to not feel like you're having to do it alone for whatever reason, and that somewhere around the world there is someone who might connect with you. Whether or not this only hits the diamond painting community, I don't know. We'll see. I've got my Christmas commitments. I've got things I need to do. Everyone else has things that they need to do. Some people will want to moderate their own channel, whether or not they announce that they're going to be there, or just sit quietly behind the scenes while everyone else chats. That's all up to them. I know some of my larger channels certainly want to be there to make sure that the trolls are really kept at bay. Because if it's premieres rolling, it is going to come to the attention of YouTube. It is going to come to the attention of people who are just surfing, looking for something to do maybe on Christmas Day. It's looking for, anything like that. So we're going to have the guards in place. We're going to have the people there. All of this needs to be organized. All of this needs to be planned, and it also needs to be a case of the right people in the room at the right time, so that we've got to have them preset as moderators. We can't have somebody in the room and they're not a moderator trying to kick trolls out, because that's just not going to happen. It's not how the YouTube lives work. So all of this has to be coordinated, and to be honest, it's a pleasure to coordinate it. Organising the people. I mean, I've messaged creators that I love, adore and look up to. I have sent them, just an invitation, and said, look, this is my dream. Can you help make this a dream come true? And so many of them have stepped up to the plate. It's been incredible, and I am so humbled and so honoured. And I guess right now I'll do it. I'll say thank you to all the creators who are involved in this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for coming alongside and being there and giving me and giving everyone else here your time. I know this is a huge ask. I know people were going, oh my god, do I have to be live on Christmas Day? Hell no! No, not at all. All I wanted to do was make the room for Christmas Day viewers, and you've all done that and done it so graciously. And the only thing I have asked is that you maybe share memories of whatever. And yeah, it's just a pre-recorded WiPnChat, and it's all really about you guys chatting in the room alongside. I just wanted a space, and I've had so many people go, oh my god, this is a great idea, thank you, would love to be a part of it. And yeah, I have been blown away at the depth of people jumping on board this. I really have. It's just been phenomenal. So, Christmas Day, we will be launching the playlist, probably when it's all worked out. I'm going to have a very busy week the week before Christmas. The playlist really needs to be done before the 20th. Whether or not you get access to it before then, I've got some final touches that I need to do. I may need some creators to do a second WiPnChat. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how desperate I become for a few spots, and we'll take it from there. Hello, Sophie. Hello. No, I've no space right now. No. Go see what Daddy's doing. Go on. Go see what Daddy's doing. He's making pizza. I'll be out in a minute. Yeah, so that's the general idea of what's going to be happening. I know Jeremy has mentioned it on his live. I think a couple of others have been mentioning it on their lives. Yeah, it's just been a case of, look, this is the idea. This is what I need you to do. All I need is the video by this date, and we'll start scheduling it after that. And yeah, haven't had to really do much else with them until closer to December, first week in December, and then start coordinating and making sure that everybody knows their part to play in this. And schedules start coming in, and I start getting it correctly. And I have to admit, I started handing out the time slots, and people were kind of sticking their hand up and saying, hey, what's my time slot? And I'm going, who are you? Oh my god, I missed out your name. Oh! Now, I had plenty of time slots, so that wasn't necessarily an issue, but it was like, oh my goodness. Now, whether I had invited them in or somebody else had invited them in or whatever it was, I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. So yeah, coordinating people, coordinating me as much as anything. And then there's work, and it's crazy, and it's busy, and yeah. And then trying to organise my WiPnChat so that I could do my Advent countdown. And that's really what I'm after. Let me see if I can move that way. That might be a bit better for you. Turn that down, please. Yeah, I thought I would just do a short introduction coming up on the 23 minutes, so I might kind of cut it off shortly. I've got tea to get on with. It's pizza night. If you've watched Mrs. Coffee's lives, you'll hear her talking about Sophie and pizza. Yeah, Sophie came up to me one day during a video and wanted to get my pizza because hers wasn't good enough. It was the exact same pizza, but she wanted mine. Now, we reheat our pizzas. We cook our pizzas on a Saturday night, and we only eat about half of them. And the other half is eaten on the Sunday after it's been reheated. So my husband has been inside in the kitchen kneading dough with his daughter, and that's a bit of a feat. It's like a 20-minute kneading session. She wasn't used to that, and she's been causing some moans and groans because, you know, putting in some effort. Anyway, poor kid. Yeah, I know, hard labour. So she's having to sing for her supper tonight. And I will go and put the topping on, and then we'll get the pizzas in the oven, and we will make these incredible pizzas. Let's go. I'm gonna have to go upright. So yeah, that's where we're at. Keep your eyes peeled. I hope we can reach everyone properly. I think we have enough resources between us all to promote this so that nobody really misses out. Of course, the premieres, they're WiPnChats, so they will be available after the fact. If you wanted to watch a WiPnChat after the Christmas period is over. But the main aim for this really is to, as I say, make the rooms available live, so that if you don't have plans on any particular time over the Christmas period, you want to be there for other people, or you want to be there because you don't have other people, the room is going to be there. And what you choose to do with that room is what you make of it. But please support one another. Please love on one another and think about them. We've had some losses very recently with people, and I think those people in particular are going to be feeling vulnerable at this time of year. So yeah, please be kind to one another, and I guess just show each other a little bit of love around the world and have fun. Share some laughs, share some disaster stories of the Christmas cooking that's gone wrong, and I don't know, somebody ate the turkey that shouldn't have done, like the dog. You know, yeah. I've got to get what we call over here in Australia bonbons. I think they're just called Christmas crackers in normal parts of the world. In other WiPnChats, I will be talking about Irish kind of traditions, what I used to do as a kid. My Irish Christmas was very, very different from what it is now, between it being Catholic and me as a child, to me as an adult. It's all very, very different. So not bad, just different. So and it's the opposite side of the world, and I'll tell you about that as well in another WiPnChat. So I will be working on the Christmas tree that I have here. My plan on Christmas morning, I hope, is sit down, watch the movie. Oh, it's Wizard of Oz, I think. Sit down. Sophie's just over my microphone. My plan is to hopefully put the star on the tree on my Christmas morning WiPnChat. That's my plan. I have to get cracking. So, I will see you around. Look out for the Advent candles. They will be counting down the Sundays as we lead up to Christmas. And I hope you can join us. I hope in one way you don't have to join us, but I hope you can join us if you like, knowing that there's a safe place for you to come and chat at some point over the 48 hours. It's a long time, as I said, as little or as much as you need, as you want, and if you don't need to be there for you, you might need to be there for somebody else. So thank you very much for watching. Yes, the list will be going out. There will be many, many creators that you know and love joining into this, and believe me when I tell you that I don't think anybody is really missing out on taking part in this if they have the time available. They have been phenomenal. absolutely phenomenal. So, bye for now. I will see you soon. And let me know if you're a creator, you haven't been invited to this, please contact me. My email is in the description. Please contact me, or go onto my Facebook group, which is also in the description, and please message me and tell me that you want to do a WiPnChat for this premiere, and we will help you with any technical difficulties you might have if you haven't done a premiere before. And yes, I still have some spots, so please make yourselves available if you would like to join in. Bye for now.